Now, it's Jeremiah chapter 1. I just completed part of it, but giving you what is taking place right now. This is unfolding itself with the United States and the United Nations. You are the 12 tribes of the United Nations, 7 tribes of the United Nations came from the Middle East. They invaded all the lands of the earth, democratizing every system of the earth. Let's read this work have began a long time ago with Alexander Gray. But Alexander Gray couldn't build no weapons to go up on the thing. They couldn't win no world war with bow and arrows and sword. They had to take and impose themselves. When they invade, they have to expose themselves to death. So they had to create weapons of mass destruction through the technology, through the tree of knowledge and good and good and evil, through their college degree. Once they do that, then they can create nuclear weapons. But their weapons run off fear. So that drove them over into Armageddon, where they got to go and take fuel to run their vehicle. Let's go to the second part. The twin to this, the Revelation. Let's go to Ezekiel chapter 1. Ezekiel chapter 1 is the twin part that exactly references. Let me go there. That's where it came from the beginning, and Jeremiah in the ending was the red horse, where the families have been called over there. Because you see them, you ain't that lame brain that you don't understand what's going on. You know good and well this is the United States over there. Because you can see now that they have taken peace from the earth. So this can't be because Alexander Gray had a ball. He didn't need no fear. But you see the situation is through technology, the United States built all of these mega stuff. You drive to Little Rock, you drive to St. Louis. Look at all the buildings. Look at all of the infrastructure from one end of the United States, from the east to the west to the east, from the south to the north, and to the north to south. And you count and you number the building. You cannot count the number of the building. Every last one of these buildings use some form of oil, dirt, to use as an energy resource to keep the light burning, the air conditions, and all this. All this came by the way of Nile. So it puts the United States in a dire position, whether they want to do it or not. They got to go there and kill the seed of Abraham. You can't say I'm sitting up telling you that, because you know darn well I'm not. Don't sit and get mad at me because God gave me these words to talk to you. Don't get up and get angry with me. You got to have oil where you didn't have to have oil with Alexander the Great. You not only done overplenished yourself, you done put your habitat up on the brink of the earth, called a space station. So the requirements that it took for Alexander the Great is a different set of rules that regulates the outcome of the United States. You're more sensitive-minded because you have went to your school and you have built empires after empire, large telephone, rich white people, rich people. The poor black people you got using is showgirls or showmen. Oprah Winfrey is a showgirl. There's nothing sacred about what she does. I'm looking at this. She's a showgirl to promote America. The news media, CNN, is showmans, whoever running that CNN, and I'm telling you who you is. You use your news media to sell America, to promote America. If you didn't, you never would have. By Rick Sanchez. You carrying us down through the same formality as the news media of one time. We are used as a part when the most heinous crimes have been created to identify us. That's what you desire. You're embracing the ideals of the man that came out of the north as if he was a God. I'm telling you this. I see. You can't tell me what my answer. Oh, remember the same thing. She is the same thing. She's a chauffeur. Everything she do it for the pride to elevate herself. We got preachers, men and women, show men, show women. They're using the gospel to elevate themselves and elevate them in Christ. I mean, but this in this spot is things that written according to what's going to happen in these later times, which is coming up on the United States of America. The man, a few days ago, May, well, said, yeah, the word has gone in. How in the hell do that sucker know? Why did he tell you where God spoke of him in the Bible as being the account? He said there be lying tongues of lying preachers giving you falsehoods of delusion, telling you go in the desert, go in the sky, show you all there, tell you what would come before that man get there, become before that man get there. Well, the same thing that man said. He ain't told you nothing about the black horse because he sit up there, he teaching you lies of delusion to make you think the earth was created by God and he could love white men. So until he didn't put nothing else in there, and this black man just showed up on the scene someday, somehow, some kind of way, and he screwed up everything. Because they called in that black man Taliban and the Al Qaeda. It wasn't that white man that did this, and God told you right there, that man out the north man, there wasn't no black man. He said he'll take peace from earth. But he's sitting there, this white man pointing over there to that black man, calling him Al Qaeda and Taliban. And he told you in Jeremiah that that white man was going to take peace from earth. Who lied? God or that white man? But he don't want you to say it. When you speak and tell who is saying it, speaking of, he gonna try to put people around you to kill you. Try to shut your mouth, a lie on you, and say you homegrown terrorist. And God said he didn't tell you you was a homegrown terrorist. God ain't created no lie like that. But you listen to the delusion from that white son of a bitch. Because God gave me a vision at the time of this thing. He gave me a formality that I got it. The vultures, black vultures, sitting all on the oak tree. That's when all the jobs gonna be gone. And had that white sucker sitting up at the top, on the top of that tree, and looking towards the north. And the black sucker was sitting over here obeying his God. In other words, he used all the black people, the people of color, against himself. And when he used them and they served him as God, he going to take and tear them down and kill them like the dogs they is. How can a man be so delusional until he know what this man did from our forefathers and brought us over here enslaved us, imposed his will upon us, killing us, hanging us by the neck, and at the end of the day, when he got tired of us, he built prisons and houses to put us in and giving us drugs to sell to further contaminate our mind, and they embrace him as if